Every 2 seconds, there is someone in the United States that is in need of blood. This means that more than 41,000 blood donations are needed each day in order to meet the 4.5 million patients that need blood each year in the United States. These are the sources that I use in order to help you better understand how much there is really a need to donate blood. So Red Cross, blood.org, hofstra.edu, bloodcenters.org, and there's a YouTube video at the end. So today, my name is Morgan Cannon, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the need for donating blood, how you can ensure your safety, and how you can donate blood. So the biggest issue is that there really is a lack of blood donors. So everyone thinks that because we live in the United States, we have an ensured safety, that whenever we're going to need blood, it's going to be there. But that's kind of a false sense of security, because if people don't actually donate blood, there's going to be no blood when there's a need for a blood transfusion. Blood is in constant demand for accident victims, surgeries, and cancer patients. This blood supply has to be constantly replenished because it only has a shelf life of 5 to 42 days. So there is a huge need for blood donors. There's 38% of the American population is eligible to donate blood, but only 10% actually donate. So a lot of people just don't think that it's really their duty to do it. A lot of people are thinking that other people are going to stand up and donate blood, but in all reality, there's really only 10% of the American population that are actually donating. Blood isn't manufactured, obviously. It's only something that can be created within our own bodies. And so if people don't donate their own blood, there won't be a supply. So these are just a couple statistics to help you understand how much blood is actually needed every day. If there's an accident victim, they could need up to 100 pints of blood to be put back into their body to save their lives. There's 1.6 million people that are diagnosed with cancer every day, and they need blood transfusions all the time, mostly when they're going in for chemotherapy, which is multiple times a week. 70,000 people have sickle cell disease, which is a blood cell disease where they can't produce their own blood cells, and 1,000 babies are born every year with sickle cell disease. So it's a huge need. If only 1% more of Americans would give blood, blood shortages would disappear for the foreseeable future. 1% more. That's not very much. If you began donating at the age of 17 years old, and you donated every 2 months until you were 76, you would have donated 48 gallons of blood, potentially saving more than 1,000 lives. So if you give blood one time, they take a pint of your blood, and you can save 3 lives. That's a really big deal, and a lot of people don't realize that. And your body replaces all the fluids, and your blood is eventually replaced because your body can just go back through and take care of everything that's being donated. The number one reason that people don't normally give blood is because they had never thought about it. And so that's a really big issue. But the number one reason that people actually do donate blood is because they want to help people. They want to save those 3 lives in the 1 hour that they spend, less than 1 hour that they spend going to donate. A lot of people don't even know where you can donate. Many organizations, companies, churches, any of those people can have a blood drive, and you can call and ask anyone can donate. If you have any kind of thing going on, if there's like a ceremony or something going on and you want to have a blood truck outside, there's people that can go out and donate, and it truly only takes 10 to 15 minutes. So as we sit and discuss the statistics of others that might be in need of blood, it's really easy to forget that there's always a possibility that you or a loved one might also be in need of a blood transfusion one day. We have to ensure the safety of potential patients. So often, everybody knows that while you're needing a blood transfusion, that's someone's grandma, that's someone's grandpa, that's someone's daughter, sister, mother, father. But it's hard for us to think about, what if that was me? What if that was me laying on the operating table needing a blood transfusion? What if that was my daughter? What if that was my mom? You have to put yourself in those shoes of people that actually need that blood transfusion on a regular basis. The problem might not actually be as far away from you as you think. One day it could be you or a loved one laying on the operating table waiting for a blood donor. So not everyone can use the same blood type. O negative is a universal blood type, and everyone can use it, but that is something that is always in need. There's hardly ever the actual amount of that blood type that's available, And so that's a problem that seriously needs to be fixed, and that's something that we can do as American citizens. So here's an example of testimony. Blood for Bailey. Bailey, when she was 6 months old, she went to the hospital. Her parents took her to the hospital because she was really lacking color, and she was really tired all the time. Later, she was diagnosed with Diamond-Blackfan anemia, and so her body can't make her own red blood cells. So every 3 to 4 weeks, she has to go get blood transfusions in order to save her life. And so she is honestly a great story of this, because now she's a spunky, sweet 5-year-old, and her family says that we are forever grateful for those who donate blood, and that they thank them. So this little girl right here would not be alive if people didn't give blood. So there's so many testimonies that you can look up and see the type of people that are saved every day by people like you that can give blood. So, in conclusion, there's a really high need for blood. Blood donations is something that is always going to be a need that can be filled very easily. As I gave the statistic earlier, 1% more Americans would give their blood, then there would not be a problem. And right now there is a huge problem. There's not enough people that are donating blood, and there's a lot of people that could be risking their lives because they go look at the blood supply and they don't have the right type available to go into surgery and save someone's life. Ensure your safety. Ensure your safety of the safety of your family, of your loved ones, and someone else's loved ones. It's really, you have to plan now to make sure that there is going to be what's available, what's needed, right then, right when you need it. So donate blood today. Be a hero. Donate blood today. You don't have to be a doctor to save lives, just donate blood. It's safe, it's simple, and it saves lives. Thank you very much for your time.